Just found out we don't get paid for Christmas break. I've been working for ABC Company since April. It's an office job and it's alright. Better than my previous nightmare of a shit job. Regular hours Monday to Friday. Pay is decent. And no hassle when requesting time off. Typical office BS but better than retail. I learned that we get a week off for Christmas. Which is good. However, I found out 4 of those days are unpaid. With the exception of holiday pay for Christmas and New Year Day. Also, no bonuses either. I've worked for companies where Christmas break is paid or we work those few days between Christmas and New Year's or bonuses were given. Luckily, I have a freelance job that supplements my income, but seriously? This company can't shell out at least an extra $100 on our paychecks around Christmas? When I worked at a university, we shut down for a week and didn't get paid. I just accepted it and drank heavily. US work rights are a joke. That's another reason why unions are great. Otherwise it's at their discretion. They do you a solid by giving the holidays free. But unique sucks. Yeah, a lot of companies are that way but are usually upfront about shutdown periods. They also usually let you use vacation time during those periods as well. Sorry, they were not upfront with you. That's not cool. My company decided to forego annual holiday bonuses with performance-based bonus to be paid out at some point at the beginning of next year. Super annoying. $100 is what you get for being at my company for 6 years. You get a break for Christmas? XDDDD. This is pretty standard in Australia. Every office job I've ever had. The expectation is that you'll use some of your 2 weeks of holiday pay to cover the Christmas period, except the public holidays obviously, or you'll just take unpaid leave. Also thought Christmas bonuses were just something from 90s sitcoms? Canadian worker here. I get 3 days off. December 24th, 25 and Jan 1. All paid. Rest are unpaid and I still need to work them unless I use regular vacation leave. Why would anyone in the USA expect holiday or vacation pay? We don't even require maternity leave or sick days here. Land of the free. Free to be exploited by employers. And healthcare providers. And lenders. And landlords. The land of shut up, we'll charge you whatever we want for basic human needs and nickel and dime your paychecks. Sigh. I hate it here. Are you a temp employee? I started at the company I'm at now as a temp. We had the week between Xmas and New Year's off every year. It sucked when I was a temp as I didn't get paid for any days I didn't work. It was much nicer as a permanent that got paid for days off. I have to use PTO for Christmas. I'm not allowed to work and have to use my paid leave to cover holidays. 28 days of PTO a year isn't much when you have to cover every federal holiday with it. I don't even get a Christmas bonus, but hey, at least my CEO gets stock options for like 2M man facepalming. A relative worked for a company that was shut down week of Christmas every year because everyone wanted to take vacation, leaving not enough workers, so company decided everyone could take their vacations then or only get paid for 1 day. You started with 1 week vacation accrued time monthly, so unless you took a lot of time off, your time off could be paid. This was told up front so no one would be surprised. I used to work at ABC. I'm glad I left. Same here. Picking up hours tomorrow when I should be off. BC were closed Thursday and don't get paid for it. Since we don't work. Love it. This is common. If the office is closed and you are non-exempt, then you aren't working, so you aren't getting paid. Yeah, not having the option to make money sucks, but this doesn't seem like an atrocity. Yeah, I worked for a company that shut down the entire week between Christmas and New Year's once. It was just universally accepted that you withhold enough PTO till year-end to cover your time off. Which was great for full-time folks but not so great for part-time folks like me who did get PTO. You mean you didn't read the 200 PG fine print contract you signed when you took the job? Face with raised eyebrow. Meant to be a light-hearted poke. Not serious. Don't hurt me. People need to call out these companies more publicly. We should be able to name these companies on anonymous sites like this. Where I live, employees are guaranteed whatever hours they normally work on holidays where there is no work. I think the minimum hours required is 20 a week. Yeah, same for most people, I think. If I wanted to get paid for it, I would have to use annual leave. Worked for a company in Canada which shut down from the 25th of December till the 2nd of January. The only way you would get paid is if you had a leave balance, otherwise it was unpaid leave. That company gave a total of 2 weeks of leave per year. My new company does a 2-week shutdown and we can use annual leave. I don't like it as such because I like to take a full month leave around April when it's cheaper. But we also can work overseas for a month remote, so I am thinking I maybe go to the US mid-November and just come back home in Jan. File for unemployment, missed wages. This happened to me when I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods. They cut my hours, so I filed unemployment. Then I just reported how many hours I worked versus how many I was legally entitled to be scheduled. And the unemployment made up the difference. This was in Minnesota. Reading this post and the replies just makes me sad for you US people. No wonder so many people are miserable and feeling burnt out. Sleepy people saying that OP is acting entitled or shouldn't complain. BC, it's not that bad or part of the problem if you ask me. I live in the Netherlands and get 7 weeks paid vacation per year, end of year bonus and Christmas, New Year's Day off and paid. Public school district here, a quarter sheet of paper with Happy Holidays. Wow. You can take the week between Christmas and New Year's off? That's a privilege in this day and age. Are you based in NZ or Aus? This seems illegal but classic while the world is shutting down through Xmas and summer. Welcome to the life of working. 2.5 weeks off where I work. We get paid the stat days but have to use our own annual leave if we want to be paid the rest of it. Last year I hadn't been there long enough to get annual leave. Yeah, most people don't get Christmas off or bonuses for Christmas, lol. You're getting holiday pay for 2 of the 4 days. I'm assuming holiday pay is slightly more than your regular pay. Getting 4 days off and paid for 2 is a good deal. Can you file a UC claim for that week? It's the same as a 4-day layoff. I can't understand why companies never understand that the employees they pay shit wages to are living paycheck to paycheck. Are you not able to just apply for annual leave during the shutdown? I had an office job where they closed the week between Christmas and New Year also. We got paid the public holidays and had to use our annual leave for the remaining days. Depending on how the days fell, it was usually about 3 or 4 days. I was a bit annoyed about this when I first started, but I had to admit the break was nice. I had always worked the days in between before and after that job. The only Christmas present I ever got from a job was an oversized green holiday shirt at Vans. And that was basically a uniform. I'm in Australia and that's how it works at my job. But we have flexi time so people can bank extra hours beforehand so they can use those instead of their paid leave hours. This is pretty normal in Aus. You are made to take holiday pay though if you have enough saved.